Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Pedri cuts it out. They're back in possession and ready to go again. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Mbappe. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you.
Shapes to shoot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Messi. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Koundé cuts out the pass. Mbappe. Messi. Can he latch on to this?
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Looking for the run. And here's Mbappe. Messi. Xavi Alonso. Barcelona. Pedri! Well, that's another chance. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tchouaméni kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that's been won straight back. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Delivery, big header! Luis Suarez. Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank. Very nicely done. It's Roberto Carlos! That was superb goalkeeping.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Xavi Alonso. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Alaba. Xavi Alonso. Decent progress down the left. And he was quick to react. Messi. Pedri. Pedri hurtling down that right flank. Messi. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Deftly away. He's had a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Luis Suarez. Chance to shoot now. Tries a shot! He has done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. He's got the shot away! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Messi. Pedri. And that's an excellent interception. Xavi Alonso. Oh, that's a key interception. Aim forwards. And it's Messi. Koundé. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Madrid in control at half-time, 2-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Araujo. He's through here, and the pass is intercepted. Alonso. Roberto Carlos. Luis Suarez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Maradona could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
Luis Suarez. Tchouaméni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Luis Suarez, and it's Maradona. Alonso! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Valverde looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Lovely feet. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Ghost.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. That's gone for a throw-in. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely...
Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Eder Militao, Xavi Alonso, Yamal, he has found the way through. Yamal! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Eto'o. Keeper's ball. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. That's been cut out, well played. David Villa. Now it's Mbappe. He's through, it's one-on-one! Shapes to shoot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And we have our very first corner. And a header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Xavi Alonso, and it's Eto'o. Araujo spots it and intercepts. David Villa. David Villa. This might... Can he put it away? He's scored!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Rodrigo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's picked out the run. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal. Now it's Eto'o. David Villa proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Mendy. David Villa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Terrific header! Oh, taken with style! And with that goal comes comfort. Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He can run onto that. Look at the space. It's Eto'o! And he's found the net! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's
decent hit! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it will happen.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
No, that's been intercepted. And the whistle goes for half-time. But it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So once again, we're underway. Martinez.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press.
Hits one! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Valverde. Might be danger here. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's a little off target. And he's only too happy to take that back. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? That's a nicely measured pass. Belletti. David Villa. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Xavi Alonso. Griezmann. Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now this could be a chance. David Villa! And it's in!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Maradona.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pressing high and with purpose. Well, that'll do under the circumstances. And he's played it back. Well, they've got it again. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Eto'o. Mendy. Throw in. Busquets. Chouameni. Now it's Eto'o. Eder Militao. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Eto'o on 2 now and looking for 3. And that is a little undercooked. He could be in here. Valverde. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Maradona. Maradona. He's had a shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So now the difference is 3. David Villa. Now it's Valverde. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Maradona. That is good alertness. Alonso. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Maradona. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's got away. He's got tall. And yes, it's there! It is no contest. It is a landslide. What a great header. Got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
There's the shot! He scores! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! Real chance! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos! It's their first effort on goal.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Maradona.
Well, Peter, it's a joy to have a chance to watch one of the finest to emerge from the African continent, Samuel Eto'o. He backs up his goals.
He gets big! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
He's gone forward.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's there to clear it. And reclaimed it in a trice. Modric. Yamal. Madrid are looking to break at pace. And that is as far as they're going to go. No, he's not getting his way this time. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Roberto Carlos! That is delicious! He's got himself an absolute peach. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will...
Shot a goal! And he's there to make the block. And it's been taken short. De Jong proves just a little bit too strong. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's been caught napping! It's a good spell of possession, this. De Jong! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos goes short. And here's a chance. That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Xavi Alonso, another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Eto'o. He is just caressing the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Here's... Now the finish! They've done it! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Yamal, and here's the chance to counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rivaldo. And here's Mbappe. Alaba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's Modric! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Xavi Alonso. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Eto'o. And he's picked out the run. Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Cannavaro. Mosquera. Roberto Carlos, given the lift of his goal. 5 minutes till the break. Belletti. Mosquera. And back to the goalkeeper. Eto'o, there he goes, motoring forward. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
2 minutos de descuento.
Xavi Alonso. De Jong charging forward, the ball at his feet. And there is the half-time whistle. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
I have no idea why this guy is playing scary.
And we're underway again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Cannavaro. And it's Roberto Carlos. Neymar gets into some space. It's run loose here. Here's Cannavaro. Played back to the goalkeeper. Belletti. Now Mbappe. Mbappe going full tilt down the right-hand side.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Maradona. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Belletti.
La asistencia
Almost
este
an hour
partido
gone.
asciende a 72.306
And Mosquera.
espectadores.
Cannavaro. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's Belletti. Moved on forwards.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Eto'o goes steaming forward. Has a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Roberto Carlos. And it's Neymar. And it's Belletti. And Mosquera. De Jong. Cannavaro. And it's Cannavaro. Here's Roberto Carlos. Modric can so cleverly bypass the press. Cannavaro. Mosquera. And it's Belletti. Rivaldo. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Maradona running with the ball. He's through, now is he in? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Very nicely done. That's the throw. And that's definitely not his best. Mbappe. He's found a way through. Oh, great play. And the flag has stayed down. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Maradona did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
This is the time you need that pace.
Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were at times. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's surging through. Messi! Pedri deals with that comfortably. Madrid with the corner, they're first. And that has been cleared. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's in, short! He gets big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of full-back bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
That's a decent clearance. And it's Rudiger. Bellingham. Messi, and he's onside. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Brilliantly cut out.
Griezmann, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball.
There's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And it's been taken short. Decent hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Belletti is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. 0-0 still. No lack of chances though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Yamal. Belletti. Played back in. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Belletti. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Griezmann with the cross. Marcos Alonso wins the duel this time. Eder Militao gets rid without sophistication. Belletti. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's tried one! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, what a climb! Goal! Barcelona! The breakthrough strike! A wonderful delivery. and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
That's the throw. Belletti. Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Barcelona looking to pass their way through.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Luis Suarez. He's found the way through. He's had a shot. Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Pedri. And it's Marcos Alonso. Griezmann. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's taking no chances there. Van der Vaart.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. Great ball and he's in. Van der Vaart! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
And it's hoisted clear. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Roberto Carlos. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Oh, no joy this time. Belletti. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning.
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This possibly the last play of the half. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. The second half then just getting going. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Belletti. Yamal. Belletti. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found the way through. Griezmann! And that would have been some goal.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
Chouameni. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Now it's Messi. Goalkeeper's ball. Griezmann. It's Pedri. Good spot, he's seen the run. Van der Vaart. Valverde. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Griezmann. Van der Vaart. Valverde.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Spread neatly. And it's Marcos Alonso. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending. Yamal! Decent enough try. Luis Suarez. And they can counter here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. All perfectly measured that. Belletti. Van der Vaart. Luis Suarez. Van der Vaart.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Threads one in. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Valverde. No way through. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. And that's been well dealt with. Corner number 4 coming up here.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, great chance!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Eder Militao. Valverde. And it's Marcos Alonso. Rafinha. And that should get the job done. And it's Belletti. Rudiger. It's a good spell of possession, this. Big header! He should have put that one away.
Lewandowski was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And he's managed to... Yamal! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
They're up to 5 corners now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's gone for goal! And the ball's come loose here. That'll be a throw-in. Bellingham. Now Alaba. Well, that has not gone well. Marcos Alonso.
Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Rafinha. And it's Marcos Alonso. Oh, important interception. Fiddles it through.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Interesting ball. Rudiger. Bellingham. That looks a good ball through. It's Luis Suarez! There's a goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum.
Luis Suarez! So close, but that's it. The full-time whistle has gone. Madrid looked for a second that they might steal it there, but we still have deadlock.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6. El dorsal 4.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
El dorsal 19.
Madrid displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Kubo looking to get on the end of this. Bellingham. And that's gone loose. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Messi. Rafinha. Gallagher. Kubo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Marcos Alonso gets over and intercepts. Kubo gets his pass away. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. There's no flag. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Van der Vaart! Decent hit from there. Belletti. And it's Belletti. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gallagher. Chance! They've done it! Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Oh, and he's through the middle. It's run loose here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kubo in acres of space out wide. Araujo makes the interception. Kubo, Gerard Moreno! And with that, we've reached the halfway point of extra time. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 3, el dorsal 18, Messi, el dorsal 21, Luis Suárez, el dorsal 11. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 13, Neymar, el dorsal 22.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Neymar. That is a brilliant interception. Rafinha. Now it's Lewandowski. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Played into space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
There will be a throw-in.
Cambio de jugadores.
Neymar. Koundé. Van der Vaart looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, just skips past his man.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Koundé. Madrid finding their passes. And that is it. There will be penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So after 2 long hours, it comes down to nerve, to technique under pressure, to penalties. So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. Van der Vaart.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Lewandowski is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Yeah, made his
Gerard Moreno is second man up.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Visten to...
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Rafinha is the third man to step forward.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Madrid looking to draw left.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Kubo comes up, their fourth taker. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
How confident was that? Backed himself. Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
So all eyes on the goalkeeper. Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did.
The problem then.
Courtois obliged to stop this to keep them alive. And that has lifted the roof. Defeated, dejected, deflated.
Terrible connection. Hi bro.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions.
How's it going, Java?
Absolutely crucial. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He's found a way through. And here's Messi. It's Roberto Carlos! Oh, denied! Brilliant!
Very well, thanks.
Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This is their second corner of the game. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And it's Roberto Carlos. Messi pinches it off him. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's been won straight back. And he's got the beating of... He's had a shot! Fiddles it through.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Valverde. Eder Militao. Great defending, strong and determined. Eder Militao unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vinicius Junior! It's a goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he's picked out the run. And that's out of reach. Roberto Carlos. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Now that's well seen.
Playing with free death is so scary, especially in QQ playing style.
They should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vinicius Junior! And one more try! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Balde is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. No way through there. He's found a way through. Oh, what has happened? Decent hit! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh,
He's using smart assist.
Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team.
Chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
They've played it short. That's a decent clearance. Oh, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valverde. Tchouaméni gets over and intercepts. Valverde has a look and plays it forward. Oh, good read. Tchouaméni. Oh, it's come loose. Balde going full steam ahead down the left flank. There's the shot! This possibly the last play of the half. Vinicius Junior with the short one. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Valverde does well to get it back. And the first 45 minutes are up. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Interesting ball. Valde. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Valverde. Oh, super find. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Well, we expected better, and so did he. The message is clear, none shall pass. And he's surging through. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Messi is standing. Messi! It's a loose ball. Bellingham. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. De Jong. Tchouaméni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Luis Suarez. Araujo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
There could be danger here. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Good spot. He's seen the run. Valverde. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Lewandowski! They've scored! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
And now he has two. Barcelona are having a ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Araujo charging forward, the ball at his feet. Aim forwards. De Jong. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It'll be a throw-in. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He won't be happy with that one. Bellingham! And he seemed certain to get the sixth. And he's been shifted off it. Lewandowski stood his ground strongly. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Lewandowski! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. No, that's just wide.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
Cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Oh, great play! Great hit! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Maradona. That is great defending, so alert. Referee's given a throw. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real...
And the finish! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
Can he put it away? Really well taken goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Madrid grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Lucabacchio, he has found a way through. Tries a shot! Oh, he really got hold of that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose. That's a nicely measured pass. That looks a good ball through. And that is as far as it goes. Madrid suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny.
Sup.
Well,
Sup.
here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
You remind me something, man. Sleepy face holding back tears.
So it's away we go then. Bellingham, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great ball if he can get there. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Maradona. That's tiny. Maradona! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's a... Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Maradona. Van der Vaart. Can he put it away? And he has kept it out somehow.
Van der Vaart is offering a wry smile there.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. He rises! No, not the best of headers. Back in possession and ready to go again. Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Eto'o actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Shot at goal! Maradona. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And it's been taken short. Alaba is there, and he can get that clear. Looking for the runner. Oh, he's found Yamal! Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Eto'o charging forward, the ball at his feet. Played back in. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, what has happened here? He'll try to keep this alive. And it's Eto'o. Valverde! And he's found the net!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Tries a shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Valverde. Nicely weighted ball. Valverde! Oh, that's fabulous! Valverde! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Guardiola. And he's there to get it away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. David Villa. Alaba.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Camavinga looking to run onto it. He is through here. Has a goal! And it's a goal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Habrá 3 minutos
Lovely
de
bit of
descuento.
skill. That'll be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And it's Maradona. Now it's Camavinga. Now it's Eto'o. He's picked his way through. It's Eto'o! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And through to the goalkeeper. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. Here we go again then. Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Maradona. Is there any support? He might not need it. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing.
Yamal. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it...
Oh no, this does not look good.
Villa. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Good read, needed to be. It's a pretty loose pass. Mosquera. That's Rudiger. Mosquera. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Xavi Alonso. David Villa. Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Chance here to counter.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
That pass has been well intercepted. Eto'o. So what can they make of this? Yamal. That is a great pick out. And he's quick to get it clear again. Xavi Alonso. Guardiola gets across to intercept that. David Villa. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now it's Messi.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Oh, easy pickings there. Xavi Alonso is offering some sort of an apology there. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal, when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maradona absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Camavinga gets rid without sophistication.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Kubasi. David Villa. And it's Eto'o. And he's picked out the run. David Villa. There's the shot! He's scored! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Listen, with the momentum that goal gives them now, they may well push for a winner before the 90 minutes is up. Players don't like extra time, believe me.
Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And here's Maradona. And here's Xabi Alonso. Lovely feet. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Madrid pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? He's got away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. They're up to 5 corners now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Goulet. Gently done. Oh, delightful ball. David Villa finds himself offside. Goalkeeper's ball. De Jong. Oh, played right into his path.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mosquera. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Oh, what a pass! Oh, he's played it in low. Keeper sees it all the way. Well timed, excellent interception. David Villa. There's the hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Corner number 2 then. Guardiola with the short one. Terrific header! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Corner number 3 coming up. Delivers with whip. Cleared away. Looking tidy in possession here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Half-time, extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone. 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search... Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Suarez gets flagged offside. And he thumps it clear. Valverde. David Villa. Real chance! David Villa! Brilliant! And that may just do it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business. doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Madrid go into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
He won't be happy with that one. Alaba. David Villa. Well read, nice interception. And the counter is on. Yamal. Van der Vaart. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Valverde! Volleyed effort.
Valverde cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
David Villa. Pedri. That's a nicely measured pass. He's got the shot away! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. Madrid are looking to go forward now.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Koundé. It's Van der Vaart. Yamal. Suarez receives it in. It's Luis Suarez! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And he's taking no chances there. And that will be it. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.